Hello, Leo. It's umomgtarot, and this is your What Are They Hiding? What are they secretly hiding from you? Tarot card reading. So we're going to have a look at the astrology reading cards and focus on who. And then we'll have a look at your tarot spread and try to get some details about the situation. So here we go. Your first card is Gemini. The energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchanges possible. This person is a talker. Oh, they're talking. Yeah. They're hiding something. This reminds me of people who say a lot. They got a lot of words, but there's not. What did you learn? You learned nothing. You know, those people who over-explain. That's a sign of guilt. That's a sign of, doing too much. Why are you doing too much? If you're honest, you're relaxed, you're cool as a cucumber. Then we've got Capricorn. The energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. So now all of a sudden we're switching to the mode of somebody trying to get something. I'm on my what can I get energy. I'm out here trying to build a reputation, even with my ability to socialize, to smooth talk, to connect with others. I want to build a reputation for my cleverness, the way I think. That's something that matters. And then we've got Pisces. And so the energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. Got a lot in common with Gemini. Both mutable signs, very flexible, adaptable. Now, what we get from Pisces that we don't have from the other signs is that whole intuition thing. The ability to sense the subtleties of life. The ability to, have an imagination and be colorful about ideas. Being able to articulate ideas. Gemini with the ability to speak. Pisces with the imagination and somewhat ability to speak, and Capricorn with the ability to organize and present and add structure. I wonder what this person's hiding, because that's how they are. We're gonna have a look using the Light Seers Tarot. The Light Seers Tarot. And we are looking at what they are hiding. What is this Gemini, Capricorn, Pisces energy hiding from Leo? What are they hiding? Judgment card. Oh. The Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So this person, off the bat, we're thinking this person's hiding something pertaining to money matters, financial matters, work matters. There's two pentacles here. We could be talking about a vibe like Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or someone like that. But those usually relate to very human matters, like where am I gonna live, or your material things, your possessions, anything that you can't take with you when you pass. Essentially, your physical matters, your health. Alright, so our biggest theme here is the Judgment card. And the Judgment card is telling you to take do a whole snapshot, do an evaluation of how you're doing in life. Are you on track? Are you not doing right by yourself? The Judgment card is connected to Pluto, who is the planet of rebirth, but also, that Hades underworld stuff, dealing with matters like of afterlife. So usually we're talking wills and all those bigger than those non-physical matters, like the beneath the surface matters. So this person may be hiding for a grand reason. They may be trying to hide that they're making changes that'll affect them in the long run. Whoa, you okay? They may be making changes because look, this looks like they're going to be working with other people. They're going to be collaborative. And Nine of Pentacles is like, you're usually very, very responsible. So you have some level of trust in that Capricornian reputation with how to make money or how to have a good lifestyle and invest in yourself. You have a good reputation, whether it's taking care of other people or it's just being able to be responsible. But I feel like there's some element of this person hiding a bold statement that they want to make in their lifestyle as it relates to like money and home life and all that stuff. What their routine is, what their lifestyle tradition is. So let's keep on going. See what they're hiding. What do they got to say about that though? What's the deal? What about my money? Maybe it's the people they're working with. Nine of Pentacles, we go from, you know, Three of Pentacles groups and to Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Like, it's almost like some of them may be moving in with roommates. You know, some of them might be doing that to, you know, invest. Some of them have they invest in cryptocurrency, all of their money, and then they lost it, and then like, oh crap, I was living in a condo, and now I'm living in a owned condo, and now I'm living on someone's couch because I lost all my money. I don't know, you know scenarios. But it seems like they're going from group work to solo energy. And that solo energy is at the loss of their reputation of what they're normally supposed to be doing. So if they're usually successful and independent, they're working with people, but there might be an underlying goal behind it with that Judgment card. There may have been a decision that came to this person in a group dynamic where they were, you know, it affected them individually. Maybe they were excommunicated from the group. Let's look at why. Ooh, the Lovers. Okay, so the Lovers. Oh, my cat. See, every time I do a reading, Minnie? Every time I do a reading, she want to go in the litter box, and then she want to make a whole lot of noise. You get the Two of Swords. And then, okay, so I see what the intentions are. I see why things kind of fall apart or backtrack or backslide for this person. What they're hiding from you is there's a Lover. There's that Gemini energy. They're being very charming, very quick, very witty and whatnot. But there is a Lover involved. There is somebody else that is involved. There's this three-way group dynamic, but maybe amongst three people, there's two people in a relationship, or there's something going on. Maybe something you didn't expect. And this could be just you're in a group dynamic and somebody within that group is, they going at it. They go in at it and they wish they could quit each other, but they're kind of at a like, well, we can't take this further. We can't backslide now, too invested. There's a romantic connection. There's somebody wanting to pursue love. I don't know if like part of them hiding it from you is because you're involved, because this is a three, you know, it's a three of Pentacles, so it could be a, you know, situation that involves you closely because you're the third person, and then we have the one person on the outside of it with the Nine of Pentacles. One person could be more, let's get that money centric, while the others are, you know, they're fooling around in the janitor's closet. All right, you could be dealing with a Gemini. Gemini could be in the mix, very persuasive. We've got reputation on the line here, so this might be like a we're doing, you know, the blindfolds are on with the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is like, okay, well, you're somewhat indecisive. You guys are going to pursue each other. You know, this person might separate themselves rather than you separating from them. They might be planning to leave the group dynamic because of this relationship, because they are quite smitten, Knight of Cups, and they'd like to pursue the dynamic. Now, I wonder if them being in this situation with this person is controversial because you have an opinion on it, but also because the other person doesn't want to decide or go further. So now there might be a breakup type thing, or there might be them trying to make it happen. So, you know, they want to separate themselves and make a backslide of this decision. They committed to a three-way group, or, you know, you guys had a thing going on with this, and the dynamic has been altered because of love, which is not a bad thing, but, you know, the Two of Swords is like there's some indecision involved, so there's a very clear gesture of love on one side, but then there's also some hesitation on the other side, so it may not, as a group thing, be a great thing. All right, but how does this affect you? How does this affect, oh, Minnie, don't scare me. How does this affect you, what they're hiding? Six of Wands. Just, oh my God. Finding out will make you feel good. Six of Wands. Justice. Boy, if you don't get energy, I told you so type energy. The way that things work out, you're like, yep, see, that, do it. Why are you gonna doubt me? And this is giving me pure Pisces energy, the I told you so energy, public reputation energy, finding out, people finding out, not being in control, being a little too chatty, a little too, you know, witty, charming, and out there with it, open, honest, communicative, which means, you know, some communication might lead to other communication, and that's how rumors start. We got the Justice card, the energy of balance and fairness, so things working out, you know, what goes up must come down, or, you know, this plus this equals that, and that being proven. It feels like you're gonna show a whole I knew it energy, or I told you so. Look at that, look at the celebration, like, yep, see, that's what I said. You know, you ever seen that Simon Cowell meme where they're like, when you are right about somebody, that when you didn't like somebody from the beginning and then everybody finds out that you were right? And this card. So you get so much validation from this situation. All right, so, and I think that it's good because Ace of Swords pops up. That shows that, you know, you have some validation, you have some ability, you prove to yourself some ability to perceive things. You know, people learn from you. They know that you know the dealio. Okay, so they might even go to you for advice. But I think it's the way that they think will change somebody in the situation. The way that, hi Minnie, what's up? You okay? I can't give you too much time. You're really cutting into these readings, love. All right, so the Ace of Swords is in reversal. It's like about changing your perspective or changing your thought. I think that you'll change your perspective on things once you realize what's going on and what they're hiding from you. You know, being right will sustain you. It will sustain you even if you're disappointed by what you find out. Being the fact that you were right will be like, oh, look at me. And they're like, wait, but you know, and then we hit the body like, no, wait, let me enjoy this moment. You know? So, oh, cat's going berserk. Feel like there's a relationship that's being hidden from you, that one of them is falling in love, and there's a little indecision and a little drama there. That little drama may translate into the Geminis as, oh my God, spread. That's the communicative energy at its gossipy finest. And so, you know, I feel like you'll be validated. You'll feel when you find out. You'll be like, I knew it. I knew it. And maybe some of you guys win $50. I don't know who placed their bets or anything, but you know, this person thought they could keep it on lock, but then they went ahead and caught feels, and you know, that's what happens. That's what's going on. Okay, so there it is. That is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, share the video, turn your notifications on. Why not? And if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description for a link to my website, as well as a link to my Etsy shop. Alright? Alright. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!